Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ross, Stammer.ai, and today I'm going to be showing you how to send lead data from your Stammer.ai chatbots to Zapier, which then allows you to send it to pretty much anywhere to do anything. So if we go into Zapier and we create a new Zap, that'll be the first step into Zapier. And the trigger that we're going to use is webhook. And so webhook, I explained this in a couple of the other videos, but essentially it's just a webhook. A webhook is a URL that allows us to send data to it. And so what we're going to do is select catch hook and then click continue, and this is going to provide us with a URL in a second. Perfect. So this is a URL that we're going to copy and paste and send to and use to send data to. So if we copy this URL, then if we go back into our Stammer dashboard, and if we log into one of our chatbot dashboards, we can go to the leads tab, and this will allow us to create the custom form. And so for this example, we have two different custom fields here, email and car. And so the idea is we want to collect this lead data prior to the chat session starting. And we want to send this data to this URL. So we're copying, and then we're going to paste it right into here. Then we're going to click save. And so what's going to happen is this is now going to send all of the data to Zapier, which then allows us to capture that information and then send that data to be, to anywhere else. So what we can do is then click here for more details. And we click test webhook. This is what this is going to do, is actually send some test data so that we can actually test this trigger and save the information inside the test webhook. The same thing will happen if you actually go and test your chatbot itself. So if you go into chatbot dashboard, get shareable link, and then open this in a new tab, then type in an email address and some information, and then we can send that data. And then if we go back into the Zapier, find new records, we can see now that the data has filled in with the two different values, email and the car. And so what we can now do is continue with those selected records, and then we can essentially do anything here. So for example, one of the ways to maybe help track this as a lead generation campaign would be sending this to Google Sheets. So we can add this to Google Sheets. We're going to create spreadsheet row, and this is assuming that you already have a spreadsheet connected or created. So actually, I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I just made a quick little spreadsheet here with the two values that we're trying to collect. So if we go into leads, we have two values, email and car. So we're going to match email and car. And then inside of Zapier, we're going to we're going to actually refresh the fields here. And this one, perfect, cool. So now we have these two values down here, lead data email. We're going to paste that in there. And then car, we're going to go like this, like that. Continue, test step. Now if we go into our spreadsheet, we can now see that data has been entered into the spreadsheet. So as an opportunity as an agency, this will allow you to control and keep track of how many leads are being generated. And this could all be done inside of the automation steps that you set up for your client. So the step after this, for example, could be sending that information directly to their CRM, or it could be, sending them an email, or the opportunities for this are kind of endless, but the ability that this kind of sets up is it allows you to do stuff upon these different data points. So depending on what you create and set up in the lead collection form fields will allow you to kind of do qualification. It could route users to different sequences or automations depending on the answers that they give in these forms. There's a lot of different opportunities that you can take this, especially when the trigger is in Zapier, and you can essentially now do anything with the data that you've collected with any platform. So powerful. It's pretty powerful. And this is just with the lead collection form prior to the chat session starting. In a couple, probably the next video or the next couple of videos, I'll be doing this similar tutorial for lead data that's actually collected inside of the chat conversation. So it's a little bit different than being collected on the form field. So that's that. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Thanks.